Hello everyone, and welcome to my replacement playthrough for Wind Waker until I get a capture card for it, Mega Man X3. This was actually supposed to be in November actually, but I pushed it back because I needed to actually upload something while I'm in the midst of recording new projects to make up for the fact that my other ones have to be postponed due to my capture card crapping out. Anyway, this game here is the second worst game in the series. I'll get onto that in just a moment. But for right now, the story. The story is that Dr. Doppler created the neurocomputer to remove any abnormal behavior from all of the Reploids to keep it from going Maverick. This would be all well and good, except if you've read the instruction manual, you will know that it's all a placebo, and Dr. Doppler, instead of turning Reploids into upstanding citizens, he's turning them into Mavericks with that neurocomputer. Which means that he is actually a Maverick himself. So there's a lot of things that's wrong with that. Dr. Doppler actually serves, honestly, no purpose than to A, be a villain, and B, be another hint that he may be Dr. Wily, just like Surges in Mega Man X2, and Dr. Isaac in Mega Man X6. I will say this though, despite the fact that Keiji Inafune had some creative control, he only had about maybe 95% of creative control as far as he was the director of this game. He actually brought in outside companies and outside programmers and designers to make this game, which is all the more reason why this game is crap. He only did the designs for X, for Zero, for Vile, and for Sigma. Everything else you see in this game, that is done by a team of outsiders, and he's just completely heartbroken that, and also suffered psychological trauma and turmoil that he had to allow outsiders to tamper with his work. And then X6 made it even worse. Hell, let's not forget about Mighty Number 9. And again, like Mighty Number 9, he was in charge of advertisements as well as directing, and he was doing just that. It was the people in the company that made this game the clusterfuck that it was, just like it was the people who side by side worked on Mighty Number 9 with him, which was Volition, that made was it Deep Silver? I think it was Deep Silver, yes, that made Mighty Number 9 the atrocity that it was. Well, that and Dina Abul, who purposely sabotaged the game. But nonetheless, we are playing X3. I'll cross the road of Mighty Number 9 when I get there. Anyway, we are into a brand new game, and there are some mechanics that I need to point out that have been added, changed, and removed. And I'll do that throughout the entirety of the playthrough. But the first mechanic I want to point out right now is the fact that X no longer has his dash shot. You know, the dash shot that made his Buster Shot and Charge Buster Shot double the strength when he's dashing. This game takes that away. So, yeah, there is that. He still has the dash though, at least. That's a good thing. But Zero is alive at least. Fortunately, I apologize again for the slowdown that this game has. It is ridiculous that the frame rate is just dropping dramatically. So, with that said, X can shoot, X can jump, of course, and he can charge shot. At least the charge shot is good for now. Wait till we get the upgrade, and we're gonna probably cross that road in a couple of parts. But X, as you saw, takes more damage in this game than any other game base X. Well, except for X6 and X7. And there's a reason for that. The game was purposely made difficult so that when you get the armor, you'll have an easier time. And I'll go into more detail later on about why that's a bad idea. But right now, X has been captured by Mac, and they're using the same animation to capture him for X's shield animation from the third armor. So, yeah. That's kind of messed up, but Mac, we don't know Mac, but Mac became a Maverick because he too was, well, transformed into one thanks to Dr. Doppler. And unfortunately, once again, I was using Mababe, which is probably another reason why I went to full slowdown mode. But most of the game has been cut off for some reason. I don't know why. I tried to change the settings, but this is how it looks. And unfortunately, that means, well, even though I positioned my viewer to actually capture as much of the stage as I can, it looks like it still's got screen crunch. And that's the fault of the recorder, and I apologize for that. I may have to get a new version of this later on. But right now, if we're playing as Zero, and this is a new mechanic. Zero is playable so long as you don't go to bosses. This is where they drop the ball so badly. There's only 2 bosses in the game you can take down people with Zero. And that was one of them. And also, while you're in command of Zero, Zero has no lives, meaning if you died, Zero would be just dead, you won't get a chance to try again, and it would be game over. Yes, that's right. Zero dies at any time during this segment, you'll have to start the whole damn game over again. That is stupid! If you're going to introduce a character, at least give him a life system! But whatever the case, now you're in commandeering of X. And now we get ourselves an easy boss, which doesn't do near as much damage as all of the minions that you had to go through. Which that too is stupid. Here, let me show you. That boss will probably pimp slap me a little bit. But that's all. Yeah, he just pimp slapped me right there with a ball and chain, and it only did a small, minimal fraction of damage. Funny thing is, this game is also on the PlayStation console, the 3DO, well, it was going to be on the 3DO, but it got canceled. The Sega Saturn, it's on Windows Mobile Phone, and it's also on the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U Virtual Console. Although it would play at a better resolution, the Super Nintendo is actually superior because all those, well, actually the Nintendo consoles have a Super Nintendo. Every other port has a port where the controls is absolutely terrible. But nonetheless, here is the new gimmick for Zero. Anytime in the stages, you can actually call him with the R button in the menu. But the problem is, again, he's only good for certain stages, and he can't go through boss doors. But, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that was the intro stage of the game. Oh boy. Wait till we get to the actual stages themselves. There are some good ones, and there are some terrible ones. So with that said, ladies and gents, I'm RVman985. I will see you guys